In this video we're going to be comparing the Brooks Ghost Max against the New Balance 1080 version 13 and the Nova Blast 4. What is up everybody and welcome to Fordy Runs. My name's Chris Ford and I'm a running coach who likes to review running shoes here on YouTube, and today I thought it would be awesome to sort of catch up and compare these three. Now these three are the sort of latest releases at the end of the year in terms of daily trainers, and I think we've got three excellent shoes here. And in this video I'm going to tell you which one I prefer, but also I think which one would probably appeal to different people. Now I think that will add a bit of value because I think there's something different here and something for everybody, and this very much is going to come down to personal preference. So look, let's bash out some stats and features, shall we, quickly? So first we've got the Nova Blast 4, which has got the new Eco version of the Flightphone Blast Plus, which is a little bit more grown up. It's increased in width in terms of the front of and the rear of the shoe. We've got 5 more millimeters, I think it is. We've got a little bit more weight. It's still under 10 ounces in my UK 9.5. Fits true to size, 135 pounds, just over 40 mil of stack. And it's got a new improved outsole, which is a bit of a game changer. Then we've got the New Balance 1080 version 13, which is gained in stack height. We've got 36 mil, I think. Hang on, I wrote it down. No, 38 mil is stack. We've got a 6 mil drop in the shoe. We've got a new improved upper. Blown rubber outsole still on the shoe. It's 160 pounds, although I have seen it for 130 pounds on John Lewis. It doesn't fit true to size. This is a UK 10 for me. This also is coming in at about that 10 ounces mark for me in this UK 10. I think that's probably about it in terms of stats and features for this bad boy. Then we've got the slightly heavier Brooks Ghost Max. We've got 39 mil of stack here. We've got DNA Loft version 2. This is weighing 10.5 to I think 11 ounces. It's about 300, I wrote that down, 312 grams. Fits true to size, 165 pounds I believe. Yeah, fits true to size. In terms of the fitting of the shoe, I think it is one of the most comfortable out of these, but I'll come on to that in just a bit. It's very stable. They built the sidewalls up so it's nice and stable. You've got this, I can't remember what it's called, like green something rubber outside, which is nice and tacky as well, which is good news. And that's probably about it in terms of stats and features for all of the shoes. Okay, right, so I'm going to tell you now, I prefer out of these three, if I had a gun to my head, the 1080 version 13 is my pick out of these three, and I'll come on to why in just a bit, because I think the important thing here is to sort of explain where I think this fits for certain people. So the Nova Blast 4 is definitely a toned down version of version 3. It's a little more grown up. It doesn't have that maniac side to it from the foam. It's a lot more stable, and I think as a daily trainer, I think it works perfectly. I think it's a really, really good shoe, and I think it will suit a lot more people than the previous version. It's moving close to the Super Blast, which is my favourite running shoe at the moment, and I think that's a good thing. I think at 135 pounds, it's cracking value. But I think this is a sort of the one in the middle. I think this would suit a lot of people, this shoe, versus the other two. So if you don't know which one to go for out of these three, then start with this, the Nova Blast 4. And then we've got the 1080 version 13, like I said, is my pick. And the reason I like it is because I really like the Fresh Foam X in this shoe. It's quite soft, and I like a softer daily trainer. It's not sort of unstable, but it's just a really nice sort of mushy feel to the shoe, and I really like that. This has probably got the worst durability out of the shoes. The blown rubber outsole on the New Balance shoes is terrible, and it gets burnt out very quickly. So that's one downside to it, but I like the fit and feel of the shoe overall. It works for me, and it's just one of those shoes that just clicks, and I get on well with it. But I would say that I do think this is the other end of the spectrum versus the Nova Blast 4 because of the softness of it, and that will put a lot of people off. But then again, I know people who actually love this shoe, so I think it comes down to personal preference. So out of these three, if you're looking for a softer shoe, then we go here. And at the other end, you've got these, the Brooks Ghost Max, which with the DNA Loft version 2, it's not version 3 because that's on the glycerine, but the version 2, it's the other end of the spectrum. It is a firmer ride. Now this is definitely a softer compound that I've had from a Brooks in terms of the DNA Loft. It's definitely the softest version, and I think some of that comes from the increased stack. But this is a stable shoe, people. This is somebody who likes a glide ride. Maybe you're a bit bigger and you like a more stable shoe, but you still want some of that versatility from a daily trainer, then the Brooks Ghost Max is definitely the one for you. It fits well, it's very smooth, it's got a nice rocker feel to it, and as I said, the walls are built up on it, so it does really iron out some of that instability that you may get from the increased stack. This has got 39mm. The outsole is probably the best out of all the shoes as well, and it's a Brooks, so it'll probably last for like a millennium. So this is the other end of the spectrum. So yeah, we've got 3 shoes, and I think it depends really on you as a runner. These are 3 very, very good shoes. I struggle to split these. For me, the preference is the New Balance, purely because of the way it feels. I just like the feel of it. I think the Nova Blast 4 will do everything and do it very well. And then you've got that slightly firmer ride, slightly stable ride built up, which I think will suit some people as well. So they're all very good. So do your research, people. Watch other videos, you know, read about it, try them on. But I think hopefully in this video I've sort of spelt out the differences between them and explain why I like the New Balance. But I think all of these shoes are very, very good, and it is hard to pick between them. So there we go. Let me know in the comments, which one are you going for? I know it's hard to pick between these because they're all very similar nowadays. They've all caught up with each other in terms of the daily trainers, and it does show you how sort of backward the Nike Pegasus is like. So you compare the foams and the technology in these shoes, even the Brooks Ghost Max, and you know, Brooks, I've quite openly said, have been stuck in a time warp, and even they've come forward, but the Pegasus is still back in the dark ages. So let's see what they do this year. But yes, I think they're 3 very good shoes. If you're looking for a daily train in 2024, one of those is going to do you, and going to do you very, very well. Okay, people, thanks for sticking around to the end of the video. I really do appreciate it. Make sure you subscribe before you leave me today, and I'll catch you later.